Alright, found an Egan. Bum. Prophecy wand, okay. Fair enough. Tier 1 lightning. Bo is gonna craft. Thank you, sir. Minions or players every time. Yeah, we hate both of those actually. Oh well. Player. Cartography scarabs could have been good too. Alright, mostly the goal here is just to get to the boss as fast as possible. Mostly the goal. It's fine. Double toxic. Shrines are good. Actually, rather the headhunter buffs, though. not get a Delirium Orb. That hurts. This is a terrible layout. We hate this layout. I'm gonna go grab that. I'm gonna pass it though. Well, I probably shouldn't have. I think I'm gonna grab it at the end. Okay, never mind. Yep, no, I was right. Cuts this cross up top. So I should have grabbed it. Would have made more gold for the rest of the map. Bummer for me. Gonna be a player angle. Got speed, which is good. Guy's dead. Grab the bismuth. Can't see. Lost time. Alright, petals, quantity of items is better, okay. Dun, 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 dun. Egan. Okay, this will be a fast map. Let me get my other screen turned on. Do this. Do this. Probably gonna lag the stream real quick. Bear with me. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, we're live. Here we go. I guess we'll Delirium. Laughed it off when friends asked about you. Changed the subject, topped off my tone. I replayed fights like a favorite show. Paused on every line I threw. Strands, originators, it's fine. Alright, we're not gonna go clear. Move on to the next one. The Egan map, go fast. It took time to see it clear. Took years for the words to land. You were asking me for something I kept hiding. Cemetery is a weird layout. I was busy being right. Dug the perimeter. You were busy slipping away. I don't hate who I was. Definitely minion. Burning ground hurts us a lot though. But I'm finally clear enough to say. Let's see. Definitely pack size. Just gonna hug the perimeter. Delirium rewards will not be that good, but YOLO, doesn't take too long. There's a crimson, why not? To know the damage is done, I light a match for who I was. Let it fall, watch it fade. Run away. All right.
For the person I've become today.
Theater of Lies, that's good. That's what we want. Okay. Player for sure. No chat. Sad. Sag, some would say. Player. Adaptation. I don't even know what that one does. Okay, he's dead. That's worth a lot. Quite a bit. Got 1, 2, 3 from that. That's huge. Care for that. Going. Apps though. Okay. Domination. Alright, we'll do the Crimson really quickly. On this Regency. That'll sell for something. We'll do the same thing we did last night where we try to guess what our currency gain is across about an hour. We were very wrong last night, so we'll see if we can get a little bit better tonight. Let's see, probably player. Skipping the breach. Off Delirium. Whoa. That Hunter teleport is annoying. Oh, we hit the Delirium. Or breach. We do it? I guess we do it. YOLO. Halfway done already. Hopefully get some womb gifts. Yay, lavish womb gift. We did it. Alright. So for anyone watching, this is what we're working off of. 11:27 Divine. Was done at the end of stream yesterday, so we'll try and see what we can get done in an hour of stream today. Anything greater than 20 div is probably an hour well spent. Yesterday's was insane, but I think I probably didn't categorize something correctly because it was like 90 divine per hour, which I don't think is possible. Ooh, Regency. Oh, where'd it go? Hello? What? Did I click it? I did. Lol, cornucopia. Dum, dum, dum. Not worth anything. Incandescent Invitation, 70C, right there. Dum, dum. Okay. The cornucopia worth 25C. It's not what I was hoping for. It's worth. Yep, 70. Okay. Alright, Crimson, knock it out real quick. Hello. Chaos. The support that sends out tornadoes has been big. Look at it after this real quick. Oh man, I should have gone that way first. Bummer. Bummer, bummer. There's some gold there, lol. Boarding around like a gypsy. Players. Okay. Okay. Again for the VOD. Windburst support. I think this is only as of 3.27. I had a crit strike support gem in there, but this has been big, especially for small maps like Toxic Sewer. Not get many Delirium orbs that map. That's sad. Yeah, I could send you a pub. Expired. Would be the best way to do that. Hold on a sec. Path of Building. I think I feel good about the build. The one thing I would say is I should have a Progenesis on. Let's see, start. The reason I don't is they're like 100 plus divine right now, and in standard they're like 13. So I'm just a miser like that. Okay, Numbing Keeper, import. Okay, generate. Copy. Let me see if I can paste this. Hold on. Reach character limit. Skill and support gems. Yeah, let me run this map and then I'll just kind of take you through them. I tried to export a pop from Path of Building and it obviously is longer, so give me just a sec. Are you running Tornado Shot expired? I might be able to. Yeah, let me look at it after this. Because it exports like a very long thing. Like I've had friends post it to me in Discord or whatever. I don't know about in Twitch. I've never done that. Are you currently running a Tornado Shot build? Or looking for a new build for end of season? Wow, double zig. Okay. Max out multiple kills and got board period too. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird when you don't have a goal. I tried to make an aura bot this league, but my aura bot, I actually got an old pob and the ascendancy had changed, so I was so sad. What's up, Elgen? But yeah, I was so sad because my aura bot was basically a non-start. Collecting. Dun, dun, dun. Also, my buddy Jmar hasn't been on, and then Elgen doesn't play any PoE because he's a lame-o. Proud of his gym results, though. Way to go, Elgenio. PoE is... It's an acquired taste, for sure. Alright, hold on. Generate. Copy. Let me see if I can send this to you in Twitch. Expired. Whisper. Did that go through? Honestly, I've never league started post stuff. Righteous Fire just, honestly, it's really good for league start. This guy was a lightning strike. Hold on, let me pull up the tube real quick. Dun, dun, dun. Videos, Keeper of Flames, day 1. Yeah, we were lightning strike to start. Lightning strike went hard in the paint for a league start, man. Tornado strike really comes online once you get like all of the plus projectiles. So like I think I'll show you real quick before I run this map. I have the bow attacks fire additional arrow on the quiver. I have the 2 additional arrows on the bow. I have Dying Sun Ruby Flask. Until you get like the maximum projectile numbers, it doesn't slap as hard. But I think the benefit of the Tornado Shot over the Lightning Arrow is that the single target is a lot better. I think the reason why Lightning Arrow is really good is because it just did very good at map clearing early league. So I'd highly recommend that for like a league start angle. And honestly, it's almost like I've never seen it nerfed. Are you, Elgen, are you doing TBC prep? What character? Oh, crashing. All right. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Dude, that's a great pick. Holy crud. Jmar's been traveling, but we started some characters to prep for it. We're playing a non-hardcore realm. I think we're on Nightslayer. Wait, did you make your character on Nightslayer or Dreamscythe? Okay. But yeah, we're leveling as ultra hardcore, which has been really fun. Click share. Oh, okay, you didn't get the thing. Hold on, expired. Trying again. Generate, share. All copy. Here you go. Trying again, expired. Whisper. Gosh, what's happening? Supposed to here. Expired, there it is. Nightslayer, good. I mean, are we even gonna play TBC? That's the ultimate question. I want to. I love TBC. Nice. Gotcha, expired. I was watching, I think it was Soda and Pika playing arenas. And they were making fun of shamans, and it made me sad because I played shaman in TBC. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But TBC arena is hype, man. Let's see. I wasn't into TBC arena when TBC was out. I only played BGs. And shaman was insane in BGs, but I think maybe it sucks in arena. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I didn't well, I did Karazhan. I didn't do any Black Temple for sure. Same song. Funny. Yeah, I think TBC you could still like semi-AFK BGs. Nightslayer and I used to go into AV, and then we'd, on the Alliance side, you know that river that was like at the front on the right? We would go sit in it and drown ourselves and just heal through the drowning and have top healing at the end of the match, but it didn't actually help. Probably selfish, but that's what we did. Jmar's supposed to be back on the 3rd, by the way. What's your Warlock at? Yo, expired. Did the link work for you? You like got it in Path of Building? Okay, perfect, man. sub 10. Okay, I think we're like 15ish or so. We're not like too far ahead. We only had a couple sessions. You traveling, Elgin, or are you at home? Figurate. Nice. Gonna see family tomorrow? Oh, that's fun, man. Supposed to be in work yesterday, today, and tomorrow. I woke up and I just felt like absolute trash today. I'm still supposed to go in tomorrow, but we'll see how we do. Oh. There is none. Down. Dude. I should pause the game, but well, I will pause the game. So Nana and Uncle Goose were in town, and we were trying to find fun things to do. And so we played we played a tournament of this game. And for 12-year-old and a 10-year-old, and then what's Goose? He's like 34. We like swapped out. We have 3 computers and we did 4, so we swapped out or whatever. Sorry for that. But we literally just played like old school Snake for like multiple hours while they were here to celebrate Christmas. Just looks like this. Like the pellets get longer, and then if you get like past 1,000, you get larger. So like this RL guy, let me see if I can find him. Hold on. Oh, I got wrecked. No, I don't want the doggy. Hold on. All right, so like you see how this guy is like way bigger or whatever. Anyways, it's just funny because we literally played that for hours. It's insane. Santa Maze. On Xfinity set top box, one of those puzzles. Dude. I was thinking about MS-DOS games recently. My buddy was telling me he's on Linux. And I think he's just doing it for fun or whatever, but it like made me think of like Alvin and the Chipmunks on MS-DOS like when I was 6. Gaming is just so much different for our kids than it was for us. It's insane. Carrie used to play her dad on Doom, and he would literally look at her screen so that he could figure out where she was to go kill her. Oh man. My dad recently asked me if I wanted some of the floppy disks, and I was like, I mean, I'll take them for nostalgia, but like, I don't even have a CD player on my computer, so. Yeah, how long have we been on? 40 minutes. We'll check the divine per hour at an hour. Vinyl. Dude, that's actually sick. I'm assuming you have a way to play them, yeah? Nice. Expired. If you're still in chat, by the way, if you want to see the league start for the build, you can go to the YouTube. It's not very entertaining, but I've kind of posted the prog videos, so like final map of every night, so you can see what it looks like to actually league start it. It's just Namikaze 1630 on YouTube. Dun, 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 dun. We got care. So we're talking about turning off our Spotify because we're turning off all subscriptions, Elgin, and so we went to Target before Christmas, and the girls and we were gonna buy her some Taylor Swift, and there were literally vinyls, CDs. We ended up getting her iTunes dollars because I was like, I think it'd be funnier to get her the CDs or the vinyls, but she literally would not be able to use them. Gosh, can't click. Mariah, dude, she makes like $50 million every Christmas season. Contributed to that? Jeez. Probably not too bad. By the way, if you convince Jmar to go Horde, I'll re-roll, but you gotta level Ultra Hardcore with us. What's this worth? $85. 5 chaos, okay. Well, so you can't. So okay, the add-on it's an add-on leveling process. It's not a server hardcore. So if you die, your character's fine. Yeah. So we would just have to decide amongst us three. Probably you just I don't know if I don't know what the add-on will do. If the add-on still lets you play, I think you continue playing the hardcore, ultra hardcore version, but you just died once, and that is what it is. If it won't let you do that, then I think you just level regularly, but we keep it on for however long one of us hasn't died, and then see how far we can get. Basically, I think would be the play. I've already been at 0.5%, by the way, so we probably are going to die pretty early. Yeah, but you got to convince Jmar to re-level to 15 or whatever you are. I mean, again, I'm not against being a horde, especially for PvP, but I've not done a ton of horde leveling. That's the main thing. So we were doing ultra hardcore. We like be easier. Alright, how long have we been live? Where do you see that? 45 minutes. Alright, 50 more minutes. We'll check the gains. I know you said you were bad at Path. Did you ever play, Elgin? I feel like you made a character at some point. I just don't remember. Yeah. PoE 2 is a different game for sure. PoE 1 league start feels like PoE 2 though. Next time there's a PoE 1 league launch, I should make you make a Orbot. That'd be hilarious. What? What? Oh, it's Max. That's a good find. Okay. How was the last league? Actually expired? I didn't actually play the last PoE 2 league. Yeah, Druid. There's a ton of Druid clips that made it look insane. What was? Yeah, that's the reason why I don't play. Is in-game just doesn't feel like a thing. Didn't Druid have like a ridiculous? I think I saw Empyrean was doing like an aura bot of some kind that just murdered everything, everywhere, for all time and eternity. Gosh, now's where I have to stop and report someone for bot advertising. I'll do it after this map. I'll show you a lot more making skills mesh better with supports. Overall progress, not there yet. I played PoE too early, and I just kind of accidentally picked the greatest game or the greatest build ever. It was it might have been Lightning Arrow too, but it was where you'd put down these poles in the ground and it would just one-shot bosses. I'll teach you the game of making a hog invoker. It's tough to teach the game. I can definitely teach you aspects of it though. Yeah, lightning rod, yeah. Oh, they nerfed it. That's probably good. I feel like, again, I'm not read up on this, but I think that was the build that Elon was playing when he said he was like a top 5 player or something like that. Then he streamed on his airplane and got killed instantly. Oh, okay. I feel like PoE 2 is gonna be like that for a while, where there's like one build that's just better than everything else by a mile, until they just add in more layers. Like that's why PoE 1 is what it is it's had years to cook. I'm gonna turn down the music a bit. Oh my god, I don't know if I can. Oh, we did it, okay. Yeah, Elgin, next time PoE 1 drops a league, I'll try and rope you in. The Pathfinder Synthesis is just... Yeah, I like Ranger. Yeah, the only... So, I've played, in recent years, Spark has captured my heart a bit. I've gone away from it the last 3 or 4 leagues. But then, last league I made a Castwind Stunned Fulcrum build, and I very much enjoyed that. So is quite the departure from Ranger. Like a very different build archetype, but felt really good. Forgot I was in the Egan map. It's funny. Yeah, I'll show you the Fulcrum build after I do this Egan, actually. I would highly recommend it. I usually league start something, and then I try to find a build that's a 0 button. Like, actually, like you press nothing. So usually that looks like an auto bomber. But the Fulcrum is a little bit different, because basically what he does is he does damage to himself, and then negates the damage. But everything that's around him takes the damage that he does to himself. And then it pro lifts or whatever. So again, I'll show it to you real quick after this, but definitely not a league start. So if that's what you're testing, it's not helpful, but. I'm gonna have to do a lot of research to figure out Orobot for you, Elgin, because I literally tried to do it mid-league this time and pulled an old one and it was terrible. There, meteors. Did you like the keeper mechanic this league expired? I know you've been playing PoE 2 since then, but. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I didn't engage with it at first. My problem is I've basically run Delirious most of the league, and so if a hive came up, I literally had to finish the map and then go back because otherwise it would kill my Delirium progress. But I will say I got this guy. Natty drop, so that felt good. Petals. Crafting was insane. Like, crafting devalued everything this league. The freaking cost of rares was ridiculously low. Honestly, it's funny because like people were complaining about it at first, and my thing is always just like, as long as everyone's playing the same game, the economy being drastically different league over league doesn't actually matter because you're still inside of the same environment as everyone else. Skipping. Alright. Essences or petals? I guess it's essences. Nice theater. I didn't actually engage with the league mechanic crafting stuff until after the campaign, so it didn't make the campaign any easier, but I do know it did for a lot of people. Rougher currency as soon as it was nerfed overall with stuff like you can make progress and slower. Again, everything's relative, right? So, like, oh my gosh, dude. Again, you can go watch the VODs on YouTube, but my buddy, we normally league start together, and we didn't this league. But he was gonna come over the weekend after, and he was he always says something jokingly like, you know, such and such or bust. Like he'll say like 4 void stones first day or bust, and we're just not good players, so it's like not realistic. But he had said mirror or bust by the time he comes over, and I was like, 1 week if you like lock into farm a mirror is not impossible. Like if you just grind really hard, you can do it. Anyways, so I was at like 300 divine or something a few days in, and I was like, I was thinking, you know, a mirror's 1600 divines or something. But then when I checked it, I was like, oh my gosh, at that time it was like 500 divines. So I was like, we can do this. I got like, I don't know, 350 or 400 before he came over. And then he came over, he had started a new build. And I was like, dude. So he like couldn't contribute any, and I ended up buying a headhunter and just enjoying my experience a little bit more than trying to be miserly with the currency. But literally every league is just insular to itself. So as long as you're like playing the game, and as long as you're utilizing like the knowledge that you have, then the economy can't cook you that bad. Yeah, so I bought a headhunter that first week after I figured out he was just kidding about the mirror or bust. And then I don't know, I don't have the VOD of it, which kind of sucks. I was playing off stream, but I dropped one from the Genesis tree and ended up giving that headhunter to Jmar, who's playing a kinetic blast build. But I got the headhunters now are really cheap, but the one I have is the culling strike one, so I think those are still like 100 plus div or something. Garate. Alright, it has been an hour, so we will refresh the currency. See what we've done. Oh yeah, and then I'll show you Fulcrum. Said I was going to do that. Alright, let me see if I have anything sitting with Faustus. Ooh, I do. I think I'm going to cancel these. Don't skew the results. Don't. Alright, so 11:27 a day ago. I played a little bit before I turned the stream on because the girls were awake. Let's call it, I don't know, 2 hours conservatively. Let's be generous though and say 3 hours. Come on, Monastery, you can do it. Alright. Let's say it's been 3 hours of gameplay. So on the top end, 20 div an hour, I would say. So what would that be? 1127 plus 60. All right, so I'll guess 1187. Oh no. Okay, so mirrors tanked. Delirium's at 35. Paranoias are down. That's crazy. Well, our prediction was very wrong again, just in the opposite direction. Okay. I'll show you Fulcrum real quick. Expired if you're still in the chat. Fulcrum. again, not a league start build, but some fun for the end. So I think the main thing here is elemental ailments you inflict are reflected to you. So that's the whole setup there. Obviously this feels better in an enclosed area, so we'll grab one of these. Reflect doesn't matter. I said it's a 0 button build. Technically, putting on Righteous Fire is better than doing nothing. But if it's like a no regen map, that can be a problem. But then basically you just walk. Definitely not a bosser, so I think Ignites last for like, yeah, the explosions are insane. Ignites last for like 12 seconds, and then, so if you don't get to the boss, like after you've kind of popped something, then you kind of just have to sit here like this, and he'll hit you, and then your cast when stun stuff will proc. I don't think it's Herald of Ash. I think it's, sorry, it's been a league since I played this character. Give me a sec. Yeah. Enemies you or your totem skill have a 5% chance to explode, dealing 500% of their maximum life as fire damage. So basically, you're running around trying to get that to proc, and then when that procs, you put an ignite on yourself, and those ignites stack up, and then you deal all those ignites to the things that are around you, and then it pro-lifts to everything. I do have Herald of Ash, but all that's doing is fire damage, more burning damage, etc. Can't click. The thing is 5% when you're facing, you know, 50 mobs at a time. I mean, I can run another map and turn the Ash off. I don't think the Ash pops an explosion. Just increases the fire damage. We'll check. Elemental damage should be fine. Alright, so Ash is off. Still have Petrified, Malevolence, and Vitality. Yeah, there's the pop. Pop, pop, pop. See, when you get to the boss faster, he just dies instantly because all those, like, reflected ignites sit on him too. Really bad for... Well, I think the build archetype, like the cast when stun, is actually designed for ultimatum farming, but I have not used this character for that at all. Yeah, this character, so this was the second character I made in 3.26, and I freaking loved it. Made a bunch of currency, and then I wanted to make one more character, and I dropped everything into it. And don't get me wrong, it's a good character, but I don't like it half as much as I like this character. It's, this guy. I have a boss DPS like Fire Trap or whatever. Yeah, you could. Again, the problem is all of my damage is from the Fulcrum. So it's like reflecting those ignites onto yourself. So there's probably a way to do it. I'm not insane at making builds or anything. I'll show you this guy. So this guy has like a mirror to your ring. Yeah, so the Fulcrum basically, all of the ignites that you put out are reflected back onto you, and then you carry them with you. So that's how it functions. This is the third character I made. I spent way more on it, and again, it's a strong character. But I don't know. Maybe just because I have to click Cyclone. I don't know. It just doesn't feel as satisfying as the Fulcrum character does. PoE 1 has, yeah, there's so many things that have stacked on top of each other across the, 30 leagues or whatever that it's had, that there's just so much more variety for sure. Guess we have some viewers in the chat who came here for Tornado Shot, so I'll switch back. But yeah, that was the third character I made. Much better for bossing. Man, that was really disappointing on the currency gain. Alright, so we did that 8 minutes ago. We're at 11:29. The mirror dropped a ton. 688. Is that real? Let's see. Divines. Mirror. Golly. I guess so. Crazy. Find. Faldos. Alright. Yeah, so I mean, quite frankly, it is a glass cannon. I think if I had a Progenesis flask, it would be very comfy. I'm trying to think. So I got 100 natty on the natty. I died at like 95%, and then paid like 3 div to finish it out in 5 ways. But I did level almost all of it to 100 just playing regularly. So the pop that I sent you, you could easily level to 100 for sure. It's not designed for bossing, so I don't try and take it into like Echo of Reverences or anything like that. In fairness, it can do Echo of Reverence, it will just die doing it, that's all. Gosh, I need to go check the VOD to be sure. Honestly, the like league starting as Lightning Strike, I just went straight to tier 16s. Like I'm used to hitting, like normally I either, so this is gonna be sad, you're gonna make fun of me, but I normally hit like a wall at like Blood Aqueduct of like I haven't been upgrading my gear well enough, and then I normally hit another wall at like, I don't know, yellow maps. But doing Lightning Strike the way that I did it, I went straight to T16s, and then For 2 stone, I think early days I was fast enough that I could literally just buy them for like 20 chaos or something like that. So I just bought my stones early. Wait, I'm assuming you use TFT, do you not? Fine, wee. Sorry, what's TFT actually stand for? Hold on. Don't switch. Forbidden Trove? Use the Forbidden Trove, yes? Oh. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure streamer mode's enabled and then I'll show you after this. I think, gosh, it's been a long time since I did it natty, but I think trade 820 might be the same. But basically, like early league, hold on. Alright, we should be good. Sorry, I just don't know what all it's going to show on stream. TFT, if you go to, so you want to go to PoE1, and then it'll say the name of the league, and then, so like, obviously, you could do this early league, and it'll unlock a map slot, or you could do boss carry, and it will, so obviously late league this is different, but early league there'll be a ton of people spamming like unlock your second keystone with a Uber Maven, or not Uber, a Maven. So yeah, you just go here and it's like, it's really cheap assuming you have a build that can farm the game pretty well. Yeah, I don't, my league starts are always pretty weak at bossing, and so when it comes to doing things that are bossing required to unlock, I honestly just prefer to pay for them because it's faster, and fast is everything when you're doing a league start. I respect doing it solo, honestly, but again, like, if you can unlock those things early, then your currency per hour, which is before the divine price drops out the floor and before the mirrors drop out the floor, like, you just make so much currency really early if you just get it done. What did you league start in 3.27? Items, currency, we'll do currency. Yeah, Kinetic Blast is hard for bossing early. Elementals with full block exsanguinate. Yeah, you got it, dude. You got it. I knew what you meant at least. Yeah, so the only, again, I don't claim to be good at this game, but the only starter builds that I've done that mapped well, but were also good at bossing would be like, oh god, it's been so long. Chaos builds, but like, shoot, what's the skill? That's gonna bother me. Hold on. Really, uh, Bane, Despair, Essence Strain, like those types of builds. But they're like 4, 5, 6 button builds, and I actually hate them. So they're like good for a league start because you just need rares. But the play style is just, I don't like it. I don't know. Oh gosh, Egan, almost forgot you were there. Yeah. Again, good league start. So that's been my thing. I don't play solo self-found, and so I didn't know that like TFT and Trade 820 and those things existed at first, and so I had to kind of solo grind it out. And so that's why I leaned on some of those builds, but like now I just kind of swallow my pride. Again, unless I'm doing a league where it's like I'm doing a different style of challenge. Like this league, this is gonna sound dumb, but the thing I wanted to do is I wanted to fill an entire currency stash tab with chaos orbs. So I didn't convert up to divine early, which is probably dumb, but I filled my entire second currency tab all with chaos orbs and like took a picture and just felt really good about achieving that. So it depends on the challenge you're going for, but as far as like getting good currency early on, if you can complete the stones earlier and just pay for them, and then you have a character that farms maps, 20% faster than that 6-button chaos build, and so you just make bulk currency. How much does it cost to do those in the beginning? Like 10 or 20? Let me see. It's probably more than that, but Keeper of Flames, Act 10, Kitava Kill, Keeper of Flames. I'm checking. Bod. Gosh, day 2 I was in Echo of Reverence. It's insane. Yeah, I mean, I want to say like 50 chaos, like somewhere in that range. It's not nothing. The faster that you can get to it, the cheaper it is, though. So it's like if you make a build that's like it's absolutely just geared around blasting maps as fast as possible, then you'll have more than enough currency to get the stones. Like it's not an issue. And I'm saying that from this league, which was one of the hardest leagues to make currency according to a lot of people. So I had no issue just buying this. Like it didn't even feel like I was sacrificing a piece of gear upgrade or anything. Guy's tanky. Oh man, I didn't see the heavy belt animation I was hoping. Damn. Did not proc it. Oh, I forgot to turn domination back on. Bummer. Okay. Buried a lizard inside your rib cage. Wow. That's a lyric. Been looking at there's another tab where you can just buy builds expired. Because I'm pretty much done on this character. Again, I could buy a Progenesis, but like, why spend the 100 Divine? It doesn't make a ton of sense. So I've been looking at builds. There's one that's super intriguing. It was like, at the time, I think the guy was selling it for like 63 Divines, and it does like 34 million DPS, but it's a light radius stacking build, which I had not seen before. And I actually started to farm, so I had converted everything into a mirror. I started to farm the Divine to go grab it. And then I was just like, there's gotta be a catch. Like, there's no way that that's that good. So anyways, now I've just been farming because I'm like, maybe I'll find something that's cool. But have you, like, it seems like you've looked at a bunch of different builds. Have you found anything that's super interesting? Meteors, whee! Slayer, we'll grab the Crimson. That was fast. For me, builds aren't the struggle. I'm just trying to create a good pop for a build I overall like from league start to end game for funsies. Basically, utilize common skills that won't really get touched. But does the right choice, does it every league. Dude, Kinetic Blast. See, I feel like, unless they change something significantly, Kinetic Blast is a great skill out the gate, but you're gonna be frustrated on bossing. So if you can utilize TFT to buy stones and stuff, but then just like hardcore farm currency, Kinetic Blast end stackers late game are insane. They're expensive as hell though. because everyone does them. Very late game, yeah. Yeah, my buddy and I kind of realized this a while back. Like, if you want to maximize, like if you want to have a top 5% league start build, it's not gonna be a build that scales to late game. Yeah. Yeah, so it just depends on what you want to do. Like for me, sometimes having multiple builds is actually worse. So I'll pick a build that's maybe not as ideal for league start because I know like I just want to do that one build the whole time. But then there are leagues where it's like I want to crush league start, like that's the higher priority. And then a couple weeks in, I'll just spend I'll stop basically like a weekend. I'll stop sinking currency into that league start build, and I'll just literally save, and then drop it on something that's actually like I can play the rest of the league with it. Right. Again, my brain's kind of cooked because it's very hard for me to like think that way because I'm always like the way the game works is you're always like, well, I want to spend every penny I can on making this build the best, the fastest, the whatever. And so if I make a character and know that I'm gonna burn it in X amount of time, I'm always like, well, is now the time to burn it? And then I'll either like I'll either not spend enough to make that build good. Basically, I always get behind because I'll like second guess myself or pick the wrong time to switch or whatever. Yeah, that's true. Yay, we sold roomies. Yeah, well, and honestly, that's the other bit is I use TFT, but I don't, um, I'm trying to think. I'm loosely aware of what's going on, but when the meta flavor of the month broken ass build comes out, I'm not usually aware of it fast enough to get it before the price has quintupled. And so that I'm just like, well, now it's not even worth doing. Strong boxes. We'll do strong boxes. Yeah. It's interesting. The point of an ARPG is kind of to just like feel powerful. So I respect it, but I just like that's not the grind I want to do in this game. Like, my buddy makes fun of me because I just run more maps than essentially anyone else I know. I log in, I'm instantly in a map. And he's like, dude, uh, like you don't want to work on your build, and I'm like, well, it'll be easier to work on my build if I just have more currency, so I'll just maximize the amount of time in a map. I don't know, I guess I'm just like simple in that way. And I feel like a lot of things in life, right? Like the more focused you are, the higher the likelihood that the outcome you're looking for is actually going to happen. I'm not really a very disciplined person by nature, but I've learned to be that way, and so it shows up in my gaming also. I should drink some water. Pretty much this and World of Warcraft. Those are the only two I've streamed. I don't know, tomorrow, depending on how my kiddos are feeling, I might stream up some crazy games because we're going to be staying up for New Year's, staying out at the house. But I've played PoE 2. Actually, truth be told, my computer, you can play it okay, but the load times, like on maps, are really slow. And because I'm kind of a zoom, that's my meta, it just feels like really interruptive to the way I play the game. So I've not been a big PoE 2 guy. Oh, I hate core. Damn. Definitely have never streamed PoE 2 because again, it's heavy for my computer. Yeah, ultimately the reason why I didn't go back this league was because my experience at in-game was just not engaging. And so if it's going to be heavier to run and I'm going to get to the end and be like, okay. I think, honestly, the other thing too is PoE, I generally have at least one or two friends that are like hyped for the league start. And so there's just something about, literally one of my buddies usually comes over to my house. So that's like, it's just really fun. And those same friends are not that hyped into PoE 2, so it is what it is. How many leagues have they even had at this point? Four, yeah, okay. So I've gone hard on 2 of them. And then basically haven't played the other 2. Yeah. Yeah, I would count that for sure. At least as far as my recollection. Don't. Yeah, yeah. Definitely played the quote-unquote beta, yeah. And I think I did the next one pretty hard too. Yeah. Oh, we didn't get Theater of Lies. Tier. Well, that was the thing. In 2, I felt like there were not really many viable builds. Yeah, like the whole game felt like if you had the one build, yeah, one build worked and everything else was absolute butt. Which is not ideal for the build variety. Yeah. I mean, again, it was beta into quote unquote first league, but it's like I understand y'all are figuring things out, but again, I'll probably play one of these future leagues and be like, okay, it's enough of a game now that like cool. What's weird to me is it's literally based off of PoE 1, so all the stuff is quote unquote the same. Like they have the ultimatum, they have the sanctum, like it's all the same stuff, but the game is just so fundamentally, it just feels so fundamentally different. I don't know, it kind of cracks my brain because to sit here and tell you, oh, I don't play PoE 2 is like what, it's the same game. But is it? I don't know. Not to me, so yeah, I Dark Souls 3, I got to the tutorial boss and then I quit the game. So maybe I'm just a gamer dad. I don't know. It's too old. Don't. Yeah. Yeah, when Chris left, I don't know. All right, let's check the currency one more time, and then I'll probably call it a night. Oh. All right. So you've seen the gameplay expired. You know what we've been farming. You know how we've been farming. We're at 1129. What's your bet on where we're at? You think we go? You think I'm negative? So you think I'm lower than 1129? Okay. I'm gonna guess. Golly, what would have been doing? 140. I'm gonna guess 1140. I'm gonna guess 1140. Oh, 35. Ouch. It wasn't negative though. So I think by Price is Right rules, you win. Thanks for hanging out, man. I'll catch you on later.